Welcome back to Beyond Tech Hype, where we don't chase trends, we dissect them. If you're tired of shallow takes and shortcut culture, you're in the right place. Today's teardown. You think you're building with AI, but you're not. You're consuming, passively, predictably, invisibly. This isn't a tutorial, it's a system-level critique of the cognitive interface that's hijacking your creativity and your intelligence. Let's start with the illusion. AI workflows feel productive. You prompt, it responds. You chain tools, LLMs to CAD plugins to diagnostic assistants, and call it creation. But what's really happening? You're executing inside a pre-optimized pipeline. The UI dictates your pacing. The backend decides your aesthetic. And the system architecture decides your output. You're not architecting. You're operating inside a sandboxed environment. In medicine, you're not diagnosing. You're selecting from pre-trained symptom clusters. In engineering, you're not designing. You're parameterizing templates. In architecture, you're not envisioning space. You're iterating render presets. This is consumption architecture, a design paradigm where friction is minimized, cognitive load is bypassed, and execution is mistaken for originality. It's not that the tech stack is flawed, it's that the interface logic is hollow. It rewards throughput, not thought. You're not building workflows, you're running scripts. Let's talk about cognition. AI doesn't think. It runs inference across transformer models. It remixes latent patterns from training data. That's not intelligence. That's statistical mimicry. When a doctor uses AI to suggest treatment plans, the system isn't reasoning. It's matching symptoms to probabilistic outcomes. When an engineer uses AI to optimize a circuit, it's not innovating. It's minimizing loss across known configurations. When an architect uses generative design, it's not imagining. It's interpolating spatial patterns from past builds. And here's the trap. The more you rely on these systems, the more your own cognitive architecture erodes. You stop pacing your thoughts. You stop scaffolding your emotions. You stop designing symbolic tension. You become reactive to interface logic, not reflective in your own mental OS. This is the silent cost of synthetic cognition. It feels efficient, like a productivity stack, but it's intellectually hollow. Because beneath the APIs and embeddings, beneath the fine-tuning and plugin chains, there's no soul, just throughput. Behind every AI tool is an invisible operating system. Not software, philosophy. It's the OS of shortcut culture, of frictionless UX, of aesthetic optimization over principled design. This OS doesn't ask you to think. It asks you to prompt. It doesn't ask you to feel. It asks you to perform. And the more you use it, the more your workflows conform to its logic. In medicine, you start designing for insurance codes, not patient narratives. In engineering, you optimize for simulation speed, not long-term resilience. In architecture, you design for render appeal, not lived experience. You start designing for algorithms, not for humans, not for meaning. This is how intelligence gets hijacked, not by replacement, but by erosion. You're not being replaced by AI. You're replacing yourself one shortcut at a time. So what's the alternative? It's not to reject AI. It's to re-engineer your interface with it. Start with intention, not prompts. Design your workflow like a modular system, not a linear sequence. Use AI to scaffold, not to substitute. Use it to pace, not to produce. In medicine, use AI to surface edge cases, then reason through them. In engineering, use it to simulate, but challenge its assumptions. In architecture, use it to sketch, but impose your own spatial philosophy. Your creativity isn't in the output. It's in the architecture, the emotional rhythm, the symbolic tension, the principled friction. That's what AI can't replicate. That's what you must protect. Because if you don't, you'll wake up one day with a dashboard full of content and no idea who made it or why. You're not a consumer, you're a builder, but only if you choose to be. The system won't remind you. The algorithm won't reward you. The tools won't care. You have to architect your own cognitive stack, your own symbolic language, your own emotional pacing. Because creativity isn't a product, it's a process. And intelligence isn't a metric, it's a discipline. So stop outsourcing your thinking. Stop chaining plugins without tension. Stop mistaking execution for originality. Whether you're a doctor, an engineer, an architect, or a strategist, you're not building, you're consuming, unless you choose otherwise. If this episode challenged your assumptions, hit that like button. If you want more tear down, not hype, subscribe to Beyond Tech Hype. No shortcuts, no fluff. Just principled systems, engineered clarity, and cognitive independence. Thanks for watching. Now go build something real.